Season as you did in your first season.
And I think it also, Kevin, to add to that, you respect your opponent even in year 14-15.
So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Anthony. He's out there with Allen. Mourning is out there with Michael Jordan. Just 3 to shoot. A 3-ball. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn. Passes it to Mourning from 12 feet out. And there it is for him.
It sometimes takes more than one defender to help alter the shot when he's that close inside.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 4-point game. Anthony with the defensive effort. Now the Heat with it. And going against Chicago, their first game of the NBA's regular season.
And as you would expect, they came out on top in last season's series against this club, but no reason to expect anything different this time around.
They just seem to match up very well whenever they play these guys. You can tell they have a ton of confidence.
Outside Porter. Carter dishes to Porter. 5 on the clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And it's Carter missing.
And forcing the miss there. He just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
And stolen by Jordan. Here's Klein. And the Heat, another 3.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The Bulls have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game.
Last season, the Heat, they were a 6th seed in the East. They had a first-round exit, fell to the Sixers in 5. Just didn't have enough firepower offensively.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Well, the Heat, by average margin of victory, actually had a better team in 2017 when they narrowly missed the playoffs.
The reason why they made a furious run down the stretch showed how good this team can be when they're firing on all cylinders. Still scoreless after 4 attempts, struggling to find any daylight.
Allen for 3, and again, Miami with the triple.
Back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game. Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Porter with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
And how about the reaction time on D there? Almost comes up with the pick.
You know, these are the little plays that can add up when you look over the course of a game.
Chicago making a switch here. Arcidiacono's checked in. Jordan with the bucket.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Bulls trail by 19. To the inside, Markkanen, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Everyone knows about Markkanen from range. Also has the tools to challenge inside.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Mourning's got his second basket.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And so Levine will bring it up now for the Bulls. Carter outside. Back to Levine, and stolen by Jordan. And it's the Heat on the break. Here's Klein. Flushes it down to finish the break.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
It's early, but they have taken full control of this game. And the fans here, they know it. Oh, did you see that?
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And guys, they've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play calling has been on point.
Well, the two go hand in hand. Matching your strategy to your personnel is key.
Levine up top, guarded by Jordan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Porter, and Allen with the block. Here's Anthony for the 3, and the Heat.
Timeout.
Another three.
He can't miss.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Well, one thing the Bulls did a great job of last year, Steve, moving the basketball.
They also had pace and space. They ran at every opportunity. The guys were very unselfish. Despite all the losses, the Bulls were a fun team to watch.
So for the Bulls, Lopez, he's checked in for Carter. Felicio comes in for Markkanen, and it's Valentine in for Otto Porter Jr. Lopez kicks to Felicio. Pass to Arcidiacono. And here's Levine. Lopez outside. From deep. Beasley with the rebound.
And you know, he's got the ability, but the question is that really the best shot you can get?
Certainly not the high percentage look, but we don't know what the game plan is calling for. That might be it.
Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Lopez, and the dunk by Lopez.
When Lopez gets in that close, it's tough to stop him from slamming it home.
Here's Bikes. Young in the corner, takes a three, and the Heat, another three.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
The Bulls shooting in the early going here, pretty dreadful, 22%. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Lopez kicks to Felicio. Over Beasley. Felicio, no good.
Unfortunately for him, the defense is slow to react, but he couldn't make them pay.
And Bikes gets it to go.
And really, that's what built the early lead here. Killer shooting from beyond.
I love when a team comes out and establishes a three-point shot, opens up the drive for later on.
And so it's the Miami Heat up by 33 points as the buzzer. Robin Lopez talks about the importance of being the anchor.
That's something I relish. It's something.
And Greg, that's why his teammates love him.
Absolutely. You can tell Lopez really wants to make an impact on defense on every possession.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Heat team out there.
Well, I mean, they just got hot early from beyond the arc, and we'll just have to wait and see if they can keep that going.
They also want to be unpredictable, mix up the play calling, keep the defense guessing.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Heat, White Bikes out there with Smith. Then there's Beasley, then it's Tyler Zeller, and it's Young in at the small forward.
If you play JR for the jump shot, he's also capable of putting it on the floor and driving it right past you.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Beasley outside. Good on the three-point shot.
Don't underestimate him. He can knock that down.
Beasley's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land. Well, Eric Spoelstra working his way up through the Heat organization, and I hear eventually interested in moving into the front office someday.
And I would say it will be with the Miami Heat, a very loyal, close-knit organization. His dedication and commitment, second to none.
And Young, here we go, and another basket for Miami.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Bulls shooting a putrid 25% from the field. Poor shot selection all around. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Zeller.
And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky the D couldn't come up with it there.
Dunn, he's checked in for the Bulls. Good ball move. Here by the Bulls. Lopez passes to Valentine. Felicio kicks to Levine. 6 to shoot. To halt the run, Zeller grabs the board. He'd have gotten 4 of the first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. And that one, good.
And no doubt they've been the more efficient team in this first half.
Because they've been patient. They're finding good shots. That's why they've hit a much higher percentage on the floor.
And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. So for the Bulls, Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Felicio. And Porter subbed in for Levine. The Heat also changing it up. Andrew Bogut checked in for Tyler Zeller. Chi comes in for Michael Beasley. Young is subbed in for Nick Young. Heat have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Bogut against Lopez. And here's Young from the arc. And again, Miami with the triple.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Over to the wing. Lopez outside. Tipped away. Dunn shot's good. Dunn's got his first points of the night.
And with that bucket, he ceases a 14-0 run by Miami.
Here's Bogut. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Well, the pace, the big plays they're making, this is a statement run right here.
Hard to remember the last time they've missed. These guys are having fun right now.
Now here's Valentine. He's guarded closely. Here's Chi. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Carter, he's checked in for Robin Lopez. More and more, Steve, the NBA becoming about two-way players. Who are some of your favorites that fit that mold?
I think option number 1 is LeBron James. He does an excellent job, and obviously because of the load he's been carrying, it's been more, I would say, sided offensively, but he's capable. Kawhi Leonard, Chris Paul, Draymond Green doesn't score much on the offensive end, but you know he does a lot of things as far as passing the basketball, setting screens. So them are some of those guys, and Kevin Durant lately has become one of those guys that you can count on. Blocking shots.
Love all those examples.
And Kevin, that's a little taste of what can happen when the big guy takes it up strong.
Well, I guess he does have it in him, man, to get up off the ground when he needs to. And to the rim.
You know, when he's in his comfort zone and he's got space, those are the results.
Markkanen kicks to Dunn.
Just has lost the feel in terms of scoring here in the second quarter.
Miami has gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Here's Bogut, and the Heat get another bucket right there.
Man, they just keep coming at you. Can they sustain this level of energy for the rest of the night?
Well, as they fuel this lead, looks like the guys are feeding off the success. That keeps them going.
Valentine wide open, he fires, and again, no good by Chicago. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
And a chance to check out the stats for Valentine. How he did last season. Averaged 10 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And for him, it's all about getting better each time he takes the floor.
Also, he needs to avoid distractions on the court and off the court. Just focus on the job at hand.
Took him no time at all on that one. 17 points in the game.
Yeah, you see the killer instinct. He's going for the death blow.
True story. They got a monster lead that's taking a life of its own.
Dunn dishes to Carter. Got a piece of it. 6 to shoot. Dunn with it. Now Anthony defending. Dunn misses.
I'll tell you, he just hasn't been able to get it done on the offensive end. It's kind of dragged down the team. Mr. Dependable tonight, helping them grow this lead.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Inside, Arcidiacono misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. And a wide open look for Jordan. And there's another one for the Heat.
Yeah, nice timing there on that catch and shoot. Jordan with such a musical rhythm to his game.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony. It's Porter outside. And so it's Miami with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time. Miami did not hesitate to set the pace. Looking absolutely unstoppable off the tip, they put together a masterful 12-0 run. They came on extremely strong as the quarter was winding down, nailing all 6 of their last field goal attempts to close out the first. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. Kenny, let's start with you. What you think about the Heat?
They've done a lot of things well, but the way they've taken care of the basketball, valuing each possession, so critical to the tempo, so crucial to the offensive flow. They've got a great rhythm, as smart and as safe as they're playing. They made it clear they're not going to beat themselves today.
And Shaq, what'd you think?
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start.
Welcome back to the hustle and bustle of Chicago. A time-lapse view of all the traffic heading toward downtown. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Now Levine. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. And it's Porter at the small forward spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
Well, it seems the Heat's identity is always built, Steve, on defense.
Physical and nastiness, part of the system, part of the culture in Miami.
Carter pulls it in. Dunn outside. In the corner, it's Levine. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. And some great passing here so far. Let's check out this chart that breaks down where the assists have been coming from for the Heat.
You know, the play of their guards has been something to highlight. You love to see the backcourt contributing with the pass. When they're looking to make things easier for everyone, you see your bigs run the floor a little bit harder, and those things become contagious.
4 on the shot clock. No good on the triple. Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. From deep three-point range, it drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Whether it's scoring, passing, or just acting as a decoy, his value to this team cannot be understated.
And it's Jordan atop the key. Mourning passes to Jordan. Here's Klein. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. So it's Chicago now, and that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
And taking a look here at the numbers for Otto Porter. A very nice season for him last year. 3rd in three-point field goal percentage. And he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
And he's the best kind of three-point specialist. The kind that doesn't need a lot of shots to light up the scoreboard. That's why he was top 3 in percentage last year.
Wow, take care of the basketball. Something he did a great job of in the first half, but not so much here in the second.
And again, Miami with the triple.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
That's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Saturday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Houston Rockets. And then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons.
And when you look at the Kings matchup, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
And it's Miami's ball. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. Klein and the Heat. Another 3.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Levine kicks to Markkanen. Levine with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And stolen by Jordan. 3 on 3. Here's Klein. And there's another one for the Heat.
Yeah, what a quarter for him. Firing on all cylinders, putting this team in a good place.
Levine dishes to Dunn. They swipe it. Here's Klein. And the Heat. Another 3.
You know, guys, fast break points right now in their favor, and they're really pushing the tempo.
And it's out of bounds. Last touched by Allen. These are the players who had the most success from deep last season. Otto Porter Jr. 3rd.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
Into the Bulls, shooting just 28%. They're offensively out of whack and out of step with each other at this point. Levine kicks to Arcidiacono. Shot clock at 5. Can they get it? And the shot falls short this time.
Yeah, it just seems whatever they do, nothing's working right now to stop the bleeding.
It takes an effort on both ends of the floor, and you have to find the right matchups to exploit.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Lopez passes to Arcidiacono. There's the triple. Here's Felicio, and the layup falls.
And some much-needed offense right there. He ends that fantastic run by the Heat.
Here's Klein. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the 3rd. Well, it feels quite a while ago that the Bulls put up 72 wins in a regular season.
Well, the Warriors beat that mark 2 decades later, and that was a few years ago. But give the Bulls credit. They've been trying to put together a contender. It's just kind of hard to find another Michael Jordan.
The Heat have gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. Fires for 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Levine against Allen. Now the pass to Arcidiacono. Five to shoot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Carter, he's checked in for Robin Lopez. Miami controlling the game. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up. Good. Another from 3.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep.
Well, the most made threes in a game list is dominated by Curry, and this performance belongs right up there with all of them.
Connects again from distance.
There it is, a shot that puts him at the top of the record books.
Well, Greg is now tied for the mark for most threes in a single game. In one word, amazing.
You think of all the three-point records set by Curry.
And again for three.
And that is a three that will put him in the record books.
A historic performance by a historically good shooter. One of the best games anybody has ever had.
And Curry, widely regarded as the best shooter of all time. Hard to believe that the mark of 13 made threes has been passed here tonight. And the only thing that can slow down his three-point onslaught, maybe a break in play.
Well, this crowd can do nothing but watch in awe, GA. He has been spectacular.
And you just wonder how someone can get this locked in from long range. He has defined what it means to put on a three-point clinic tonight.
And here's Levine. It's stolen by Allen. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Heat out front. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor for Miami starting the 4th. They've got Mourning. Anthony is out there with Jordan. Then it's Allen. Steve, when you look back at your career, which years do you remember playing your best brand of basketball?
You know, I think obviously when you're younger, you feel like you have more of an impact with your skill level to go along with your athleticism. I think my best run was about a 5 or 6 year run when I was playing with the Atlanta Hawks and the Portland Trail Blazers. Those 2 teams, I think I had my best run.
Just 5 on the clock. Stolen. Here's Klein, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time. NBA wants to keep things competitive, and one way to do that was to make some changes, Steve, to the draft lottery odds. Do you think it'll be enough?
You know, I think it's the right call for them. I think the bottom 3 teams all have the same odds for the top 3 spots now. And it will be much more even to distribute the odds for the back half of the lottery.
Selden kicks to Harrison. Count that one.
I thought for sure the defense was going to send that one back, but he somehow got that one up over the D and in.
Here's Mourning, and there's another one for the Heat.
Well, the pace, the big plays they're making, this is a statement run right here.
Hard to remember the last time they've missed. These guys are having fun right now.
Out to the right wing. They get a hand on it, and so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. And here's the upcoming schedule now for the Miami Heat. On Friday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the New York Knicks. Then on Sunday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trail Blazers. Bulls moving the ball around. They get it again. Selden can't hit.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
There's the triple. Rebound by the Bulls.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
to the middle. And that one's good. Harrison's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Knocked loose. Pass to Blakeney. And it's out of bounds. Last touched by Allen. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Snatched up. Lock at 6. Knocks it loose, and it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. The Bulls making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. Miami's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And that one drops for him.
You can tell he is on a mission down the stretch. Attack offensively and build on this lead.
For Chicago, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Here's Harrison, and that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Turnovers weren't a story for them early on, but that's changed. And now they're definitely having trouble keeping possession and momentum.
There's only the Basketball Hall of Fame that is shared among all basketball organizations, Steve. Do you think there should be an NBA Hall of Fame?
You know, Kevin, I do. I mean, I love the way we've done it, and obviously it's been successful. But, you know, the Basketball Hall of Fame is your entire body of work. And I think sometimes we don't understand that that's from high school, college level into the NBA. Whereas, you know, there's some guys are making it because of that, and there's some guys getting slighted because of that. So I do think one day we should just have the NBA Hall of Fame, just like the NFL.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Chicago making a switch here. Arcidiacono's checked in. Timeout called, the Heat. Well, Heat fans, not the league's loudest, but they do show up.
They sell out the arena every night. They love their team, and it's a great place to play.
At our Jordan Player of the Game.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. And here are the Bulls now. Pass to Felicio. Over Bogut. Felicio, no good. For Miami, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. That one from long range.
Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Coming out of the break, they've relied on their perimeter offense to generate points. Right now, it's working.
Lopez, no good. They had a chance to end the run there.
That's one of his shots in his arsenal, but it was terrific rim protection.
And that one is good by Beasley.
And when you're on the road, this is how you silence the crowd. Tremendous all-around play.
It's led to a big lead. Credit the leadership on this team. They've kept everyone focused on what matters.
Back to Felicio. Pass to Arcidiacono. And the layup's good off the glass.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength. for the Heat.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And that one is good by Beasley.
And just putting the finishing touches on this one, they have been on fire.
I mean, a fantastic run. The guys are really clicking, and the scoreboard reflects that.
Now the pass to Arcidiacono. Poked away. Shoots the three. And again, Miami with the triples.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
They better have some extra goodies on that plane, because after this blowout, they deserve to be rewarded.
Markkanen, he's checked in for the Bulls. Now a timeout called by Miami. They're leading. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And you just have to avoid silly fouls here, guys. Defend with caution. Maybe get ready to make some free throws. If they can do that, they'll be looking really good here.
Here's Arcidiacono. Felicio kicks to Markkanen. Pass to Arcidiacono. Harrison scanning the floor. Just 5 to shoot. Passes to Arcidiacono. And the Bulls with another miss. Here's Klein. He got it again. Sensational.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Andrew, we know that you are a defensive presence in the paint, but how do you find balance to also contribute offensively?
Just attack the rim. I think there's a couple of opportunities where I have a chance to attack the rim and get closer to the basket on my post move. So I'm working on it. There's always room to improve.
Well, congratulations on the win, Andrew. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.